Welcome, Capricorn and Capricorn cross watchers, to your January 2023 love reading. So we do have the Ace of Wands here. I just wanted to shuffle and the cards come out on camera. Did kind of enjoy that the other day. I do want to let you know that the private readings are they are open again. So my email will be in the description box if you would like a private reading with me. I don't have the website up and running, so please just email me for now. I'm not that technically inclined. Anyway, so we'll, so of course, please take this as it resonates and always use your intuition when making decisions. Oh Lord, okay. About your life, because this is a general reading. Wow. And cross watchers, you're welcome to flip the roles if that resonates better with you. Wow. So you have the Ace of Wands twice there. So we have the strength and a lot of fire energy. We do have the Seven of Wands. Oh, we have the Seven of Wands twice and the Ace of Wands twice. Okay, all right. So Capricorn, I don't really know what's going on with your person. It definitely feels like there's something that they're not telling you. I almost wanted to say like it's that robbing Peter to pay Paul sort of energy. But I feel like it's almost like what they're not telling you is that they're actually having a really hard time. It's almost like your person is really suffering with something, but because they don't want to put that on you, I feel like they're just trying to, like, maybe they're acting a little bit cool towards you, a little reserved, a little focused on something, you know, like, oh, I'm just busy with work. And then when they are with you, it's like maybe they're on their phone a lot, or something of that nature. But whatever it is, that they seem distracted from you. And I feel like that's actually that they feel they have to protect themselves against something here. I think I'm just going to pull a card for this Seven of Swords. 1 second here. What is it that's being... What is that for Capricorn's person? Okay. I know that that was the Nine of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, but it feels like there's somebody, like a past relationship that... this might be a real specific story, Capricorn. I'm just going to let you know straight out of the gate. I feel like there's somebody here. It's like there's an ex that's kind of resurfacing in this person's life. That it's like maybe they're threatening to come towards you. Maybe they're saying like, oh, I'm going to go talk to Capricorn. I'm going to do this. It's like they seem to be coming back in and threatening your person with something. And I feel like it doesn't feel like it's because they want to hurt you necessarily, or even that it's about your person. It's more that this other third party, this ex, we're going to call them a third party, but it's their ex, okay? I feel like this ex is almost looking at the situation like there's something that they want, and they seem to feel that they can come in and manipulate your person to give it to them. So it's almost like either this is somebody that comes in with kind of like a sob story and they're used to being able to get what they want out of your person, or they're coming in and it's like maybe they just got dumped, or they just had like they kind of got their heart stomped on and they want to come back around to your person and kind of get the ego boost that they get, or that they think that they're going to get from them. And there seems to be something here. I'm sorry that I don't know what it is. I'm sure it'll be different for everybody, but it's almost like they're blackmailing or usually like using like emotional extortion to come in, and it's almost this energy of like they're wanting to say to your person something to the effect of like, almost want to say, I'm nothing without you. I never should have left. I never should. You know what I mean? It's like they're trying to come in and lay it on real thick with your person. And I feel like, sorry, I apologize if you can hear my son yelling in the background. That's him on his video games. Um, and I feel like you are, or sorry, your person is, it's like they're just trying to keep themselves on an even keel. I feel like it's actually really pissing them off that this one is coming back around, because I feel like your person has finally moved on. They're finally with somebody that they really want, a la you. And here, this person, it's like they just keep coming back around. I feel like your person thought that they were done with this one, that they were done with this presence that kept coming back around. It's like they felt that, I almost want to say that like you were their reward after this really POS person. I shouldn't call somebody that. I apologize. But that this person that kept coming around and using them for their own, it's like they weren't coming back around because they wanted your person. They were coming back around because they wanted the attention and the love and this your person to fill their cup so that they could go off and do their own thing. And it's like it was one of those situations where it's like this ex would come back in, they would be like all over your person to get what they needed to get their cup filled. It's like they would act like they're in love with your person and kind of do the like, oh, I can't believe I did that, I can't believe I left, da 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 da. And I feel like this person, whether they did it once or they did it 10 times, I'm sure will be different for everybody, but your person has their number now. So it's like, it's more like it's just a nuisance. Like, get the out of my face because I don't want to deal with you right now. That's how your person's feeling towards their ex. But there's something here that they have against your person. And your person seems to be, it's like the distraction from you and the relationship isn't about you or the relationship with you. They're trying to do some fancy footwork to find a way to get this one out permanently. Like, you know, that there's a stone wall, like the wall of China between you or between your person and their ex. So, here's the thing about where your person's heart is. They're obviously trying, or I feel like, I want to say they're trying, but I actually feel like they're doing a really good job of like compartmentalizing this sort of thing, or at least they feel that they are. I feel like heart-wise, they're not letting this person seep into their pores. They are keeping their walls up. It's like, and it's not like they even have to try. This person hurt them in the past to the extent that your person has zero interest, okay? Zero. It's like if zero could be to the 1,000, you know how some people are like, I'm 1,000% sure. If there could be a zero equivalent of that, that's where your person is. It's like done, over, sealed. And I feel like they may have some sort of coping mechanism that makes them kind of withdraw into themselves when this kind of situation happens. And I feel like that may be where you're seeing a little bit of withdrawal from them. A little bit of like, you know what, I think I'm just, you know what, everything's fine. It's like they might not be terribly open. And I feel like you may be able to kind of sense that something's going on. But I just wish I could grab you and squeeze you because I'm so, your energy's so amazing, because I feel like this person seems to be going through whatever they're going through. And I feel like you came to this relationship really healthy. You came to this relationship already being fulfilled within yourself. That's what the Nine of Cups talks about. It talks about having everything that you need emotionally, yourself. You know what I mean? It's like you came into this relationship not needing anything. Maybe, of course, you would like, you know, want a person, affection, companionship, that sort of thing. But you didn't need it because you did that, you know, where you had learned to give it to yourself. I can't pick up the cards today. And I feel like your headspace here is the Three of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. You're still looking at this relationship like there's this spark. You're ready to put the work in. You do kind of see a future with this person. And I feel like you also are smart enough to know that something's going on. Sorry, I'm just seeing that there's a glare. Like, you know darn well that something is going on in this situation. And what I really love is it's not like you're not coming in like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to dig in their phone. I'm going to dig on their social media. I'm going to, no. Now, you don't need to do that because there isn't this need, like, you don't need this person to love you. You don't need them to be around because you've got what you need and you friggin' worked hard to get there. It's almost that energy of like, maybe this person has some stuff going on, but because you already have enough in your own life, that if they're kind of taking some space or they're backing off a little bit, it doesn't create that dynamic where, you know, now that they're kind of pulling away, you're chasing them. They're kind of pulling away and you're like, yeah, cool. Okay. You know what I mean? Because your actions or intentions towards them is this King of Swords energy. It's an energy that is very strategic, very wise, one that is, it's almost like you may be, I love this. I feel like you may be acting outwardly like you don't have like an eagle eye on this situation, but oh yeah, you do. You know what I mean? It's like you've been around the block more than once. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, you've been in garbage situations where you've been played. And you know that even that if someone's pulling away, number one, you ain't chasing anybody. And number two, while you may not be, you know, stalking this person or stalking their social media, checking, like, you're not going to get into all that craziness, but you are going to keep an eye on their behavior. And if they start to, if like red flag or smoke signals start to appear, then you pull more and more away and you invest more and more into yourself. It's like you've learned how to balance that out, right? So if you're in a relationship and you're getting something from someone and they start pulling away, you're kind of like, oh, okay, cool. And then you just turn your energy towards yourself. And if this person wants to, you know, do whatever they're doing, then they can do that. But you're not going to, you know, over invest in anybody. You're not going to sabotage your own inner peace, your happiness, the success that you've built for anybody. I know I put a lot of stank on that word, but that's what I'm seeing. I do feel that there is a real chance for a new beginning here. I just kind of want to pull some other cards. What does Capricorn need to know about that? I was going to say about the dynamic between those two. So we have the Hierophant with the Star. So the Hierophant usually talks about, you know, religious traditions, those sorts of, how do I say this? Like structures. I'm not explaining this well. Anyway, however, in this deck, it always means a third party. It always means that there's too many people involved. And I actually feel, okay, that the dynamic between these two, your person has been over this ex for some time. And it's like maybe your person went out, played the field a little bit, had a little bit of fun, went through some non-committal connections, to not in a like, oh, they were trying to pull one over on anybody, but they went through some relationships where there wasn't any commitment, there wasn't any pressure, just some lighthearted, let's have fun, I'm not looking for anything serious sort of thing. And I actually feel that your person looks at that time in their life like they've betrayed who they are by doing that, because I don't feel that like that's in their blood to do it, if that makes sense. It's like they went against who they actually are in order to find a way to recover from what this person did. So make no mistake, Capricorn, your person has no freaking interest in this person because they hate who they are when they're with them. Okay, I know what's about the dynamic. What about this? Like Capricorn and this person. I see. So we have the Seven of Cups here. Then we actually have the Five of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So, okay. At your person's core, they really do see something different with you. I'm feeling this like a different feeling here, you know, in my heart space. They seem to really feel that they could fall for you, not just because of who you are. I mean, of course, because they are attracted to you and they like you and love you and whatever. Maybe they haven't said I love you yet or whatever, but they definitely have stronger feelings for you. I feel like there's just that fear that seems to sometimes coat over that because of, you know, the games that this person's played. I feel like your person has been played by more than one. You know what I mean? And that's not to say that they're naive. I feel like they may have been in a time in their life where they were attracting a lot of people that needed help, that needed something, right? So it's like they were around, people kept them around until they didn't need them anymore and then sloughed them off. And I feel like the fact that they've attracted somebody like you that wants them but doesn't need their ass, you know what I mean? And it's not like, like that's a crappy energy coming from you. It's that you want people, but you don't need somebody to come and fill your cup. And the fact that they have attracted you into their life means that they have made those changes, right? And it's kind of like this person needs to go and clean up whatever mess this is and deal with it. Um, hold on for a second. It's almost like it's not a test or anything like that. I feel like it's almost going to help this person really realize what they're leaving behind and the potential that they have with you. Because, like, of course, you know, we're not supposed to do this, but we do. We compare people. And I feel like this person is going to see with crystal clarity the juxtaposition between you, who is a quality person who's there to invest in somebody who wants to build something, but doesn't need somebody to come in and save them or help them, versus this person that like to bleed everybody dry to fill their own cup. It's like there may be times where you notice a little bit more insecurity on your person's part when it comes to you. And it's not because they're worried about this person or da 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 da. It's actually that they're looking at you like, holy shit, I can't believe. It's almost like they're afraid to. Hold on for a second. I don't know how to say this. It's almost like they're afraid to say too much, to do too much, because they know that what they found in you, the kind of person that you are, that it is extraordinarily rare. You may remind them of somebody from when they were very, very young that they always really admired. It's almost like you might be the kind of person that has those old world qualities, right? Like you're someone that lives with honor and dignity, respect. You don't talk about other people's business. You don't need to gossip about other people. You don't play those games. You don't get down in the dirt with people. And I feel like your person has done the work to get there. They may have been pulled into that kind of behavior in the past with this person, but they did the work to get out of it. And I feel like part of what's going on here is not only is your person going to see what they really have, like the potential here, which means that on the one hand, you may notice them holding back, but on the other hand, you're going to notice them. It's like they might start to do really sweet, thoughtful things for you that are kind of like, wow, this is really great. And I feel like it makes you question it a little bit. Like, what, does this person have an ulterior motive? I don't feel that they do. They just want to make sure that they do what they need to keep, hold on, that they are not taking any chances when it comes to the relationship with you. They're not going to do anything to put it at risk. It's like, this is the kind of person that if ever you've seen in those videos or pictures when somebody's going to take a picture with someone that, like someone famous takes a picture with a fan or whatever, and they go to put their arm around the person, but their hand is like a full foot from the person's waist because they ain't taking no chances. That's who this person is. And they're here because they're a match to you, because you're the same as that. You don't put things at risk that are important to you. And I feel like this person coming back around, when they do, it feels like it's also because of how your person handles this ex. It's a message to this ex and almost like an energetic signal to everybody else that's kind of pulled this shiz with your person that like the door is closed. I don't know how to say it in a potent enough way, so give me a second here. It's like if people have been coming to your person acting like there's some sort of, you know, I don't know how to say this, but if people come to your person and they come in like there's some charity case that needs to be saved, your person isn't doing that anymore. That's not to say they won't help people that they care about, but they're not giving to people that don't give back to them. And I feel like how they handle this situation tells this person that they can't come back anymore. And I feel like this one might be like, oh, can you believe Capricorn's person? They didn't even da 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 da. And I feel like that gets around somehow, because I feel like this person may have been able to come in and manipulate before, but because they can't now, everybody knows this is different, and this person is no longer accessible to anybody. So that's what I have for you today, Capricorn. I wish you all of the best. It looks like it is a great start for both of you, and it kind of feels like, I mean, of course you both have to choose each other and all those sorts of things, so I don't want to put any pressure on it, but it looks like there's a real chance for the two of you to have some happiness with each other. So that's what I have for you today. If this reading resonated, I hope that it was helpful and brought you some clarity. Much love. Bye.